little explorers, welcome back. My name's Carolan and I'm here from the Macarthur Centre for Sustainable Living, and today we're going to be doing a craft all about noses. So this week we were learning a little bit about noses of all different animals and how good they are, but today we're going to focus a little bit on a special creature that we have at our centre called Lulu the pig, and she has been a great friend of ours for a long time, and we're going to do a little bit of craft to do with pigs today. One of the easiest things you can do, but it's definitely a good one to remember. So of course when we think of pigs we think of their noses. So what we're going to do today is make a nose. We're going to make a little piggy nose, okay? And we can put it on our head just like that, and we can be a little piggy, okay? So to create this easy craft, all we need to do is find an egg container. I've got one from a local egg farm near where I live, and we have to cut out some of the bumpy side of the egg carton, not the flat side, okay? So we've cut a few off, and the easy thing to do is then just cut along up here. We only want to have one of the rounds, but I have cut a couple just so that I've got a few if I need it. And we just cut along like so, so that we have one egg shape, one egg holder. Then our noses aren't this long, so we need to make it nice and soft for the kids' faces. So it's important that we cut off all these long pieces, about the same length from the start of the nose, the front of the nose. Now, depending on your child and their age, they might have a little nose or a bigger nose, depending on the profile of their face. So the easiest thing to do is sort of roughly pick a size that you want to go for, and then pop it against their nose and make sure it's comfortable, because if you make it and then they don't like it, it's a bit hard. So just pop it on their nose, make sure it's not hurting down here on the top of their lip, and cut away anything that might be rubbing, or it won't be something that they enjoy very much later. Okay, so we'll put all the other bits and pieces aside for now. So all we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of pink paint onto our nose. Pour a little bit out. Whoops. Don't need a great deal. Okay. So putting some into a container, that way it's easy for the kids, and also a nice big brush. It's easier for little people to hold a big thicker brush, and using some scrap paper to lean on. It can be newspaper, anything like that. We're just going to cover the nose with pink paint. Do the sides first, that's always an easier option, and that way you can keep your finger a little bit cleaner. But get the kids to do this. This is half the fun. And they get sticky, doesn't matter, it all washes off. Just get any sort of kitty paint you can get your hands on. If you don't want to make a pink nose, you can make a black nose, because our piggy at Little Explorers and at the Macarthur Centre is actually a black pig. So he's not pink, but I know that pink is often the colour that we associate with pigs. So whatever colour you really want or what you have. Okay, alright. So we've got our pink nose, now we've got to let it dry, and one that I prepared earlier, where is it? Here it is, right in front of you. Okay, so we've got a nice dry one here, and all we need to do now is just get a pen, and we want to put a couple of little holes either side, and I just poke it with a pen through the side of one part of the nose and then through the other side. That's the easiest way, or a lead pencil, either way, so that you've got two holes now that we're going to thread elastic through. I also like to do two little holes at the front of the nose. That makes it a little bit more lifelike for the piggy breathing through them, and the nose holes, okay? Now with the nose holes, when the kids have got that up against their nose, I also just like a little bit of air through it as well. And don't forget, if your child has any allergies to egg, probably not the right craft for you this week, but if there's no allergies, it should be fine. Okay, one of the next things is we're going to work out how much elastic we need. So this is hat elastic. You can get that from most supermarkets even. I got this one from IGA, so you know there's a little bit of hat elastic you can find just about anywhere. And all I did was put it around my face as best I can and allow a little bit extra. We don't want it to be loose, we want it to have a little bit of tightness, but if it's so tight on their faces, they're not actually going to want to wear it. So it does have to be a bit of a playing game. It's easier to cut it a little bit longer and shorten it than to cut it short and then you've wasted a piece. But maybe keep it for another craft down the track. Okay, so we pop that around, make sure that we've got a little bit of stretch in it, stretch it a little bit, but you also have to allow enough that we can do a double knot on each side of the nose. So it's a little bit tricky, you'll just have to play around with it as best you can. So I'm going to chop a piece for me. I've got a bigger head than a child, obviously. So this is what I'm going to go with. So now that we've got our holes, we're just threading, everything going according to plan. We just thread the hat elastic through the egg nose and tie a double knot. Easy as that. One side. Behave, behave, behave. Okay, right, and even at this point you might want to pop that on their nose, pull it around and sort of go, oh yes, no, what size is it? Okay, I have a feeling mine's a little too big, so I might do a longer piece when I'm putting it through. Okay, if you find your elastic won't go through, very easily, make your hole bigger. Or sometimes you just have to cut the little fluffy piece off and start with a nice fresh cut so that it threads through really nicely. There we go. See, that's exactly what happened for me. Okay, so now we're going to do another double knot. Whoop, I'll just put this on the table for ease. Okay, 2 double knots on. Right, so there is our nose. Now the last stage is to get a black texture and draw some nostrils on where those holes are. Okay, so I've got a lovely bee come to visit. Off you go, bee. Okay, so I think he likes the smell of my paint. Alright, we're just going to do a big circle like that on each side and colour it in. Now the good thing about these little holes that are there, it looks very authentic, but it's also gives a little bit of extra breathing space if the kids feel a bit claustrophobic on it. Sometimes little people aren't a big fan of masks and things on their faces, so I find that just helps a little bit with them not feeling too squishy in the face. So now it's ready to go. Let's pop it on, see how we go. There we have it. I'm now a lovely cute little piggy. Alright, so there we go guys, we have our craft for today, our lovely little pig noses, and the kids will have a ball with this one, so they'll be wanking all around the house for the rest of the day. Okay, thanks for watching today guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.